Dawn opens its eyes over the land they chose, and the air feels clean and new. The river glides forward in silence, as if it has never learned anger or regret. Barley spreads to the horizon, a living carpet, green, dense, and almost unreal. Children race along squared dirt roads, while smoke lifts gently from low wooden roofs. A small city-state, abundant, organized, confident, believing it can carry time on its shoulders. Here, everything moves by order. Fields in grids, canals flowing like veins beneath skin. Men paddle wooden rafts to hunt fish, net cast wide, rope handlines still tight in hand. Hands bind green barley in bundles, water and labor joining like one steady breath. Prosperity isn't magic, it is discipline, and the daily choice to return to the earth. It is the belief that tomorrow can be better, because today was built correctly. Bronze glows in the forge, a small sun held captive by stone, smoke, and patience. Hammers strike metal hard, rhythmic yet warm, like a promise, repeated until it becomes real. Tools take shape. Blades, pins, and edges, turning effort into survival. Season after season. Grain is stored in clay jars, counted carefully, guarded quietly, protected like breath itself. And when cattle and horses are tamed, it feels briefly like fate can be guided. But fate does not live only in human hands. It lives beyond the reach of plans. It lives in the river, the sky, and seasons that arrive without mercy or warning. The leader knows this truth, and it sits heavy behind his eyes, day and night. In the shadowed stone hall, he listens to wind in beams and silence in walls. Because on the horizon, another city-state rises faster, while nature waits for no one. He rises, and the room seems to tighten, as if the future just stepped closer. A dark blue sash settles across his shoulder, not decoration, an oath made visible. He walks among his people, not speaking, but carrying weight with every measured step. Faces lift, bodies bow, and respect moves through the street like a silent signal. They are not living only for today, they are fighting to earn a tomorrow. In the barley fields, he kneels and draws the river's path in wet, dark mud. Water must be enough to feed life, never so much that it turns life into drowning. Hands open channels, close gates, and regulate the flow like a controlled heartbeat. The river is measured and redirected, taught to obey one rule, just enough, no more. Preparation begins with the smallest thing, because small errors become floods. At the farms, he studies cattle and horses, food, wealth, and the shape of future days. Enclosures are raised higher, earth packed tight, pressed until it hardens like a shield. Timber is reinforced, ropes tightened, corners braced, every joint checked twice without words. Grain sacks move upward, away from old flood marks, away from water's hungry memory. These aren't just walls, they are lifeboats, built early, before the world turns to water. Then he reaches the levee, the dam, the thinnest line between peace and chaos. Damp stone chills his feet as he scans the distance, letting silence speak first. Clouds gather in layers, and the wind shifts, colder at the edges of each breath. The river sounds deeper now, impatient, like a warning held back by stone. And he senses it clearly. This storm season will be the cruelest yet. A map lies open on a heavy wooden table, rough lines marking land, water, and risk. The leader and his two deputies argue without words, only fingers, eyes, and distance. Knuckles tap where weakness hides, where pressure will strike, where stone must be doubled. Timber will brace, rope will bind, and every choice is counted like grain. They don't beg nature for kindness. They prepare so they won't be crushed. Lines of men haul stone and wood to the dam, shoulder after shoulder, step after step. Sweat mixes with dust, turning skin to clay, making every breath taste like earth. Footsteps tighten into a drumbeat across square dirt roads, steady, relentless, focused. The sky darkens too quickly, swallowing color from fields, roofs, and faces. When the first raindrop hits the ground, everyone knows the real test begins. Rain thickens fast, as if the sky has torn open and refuses to heal. Wind screams through the village, snapping smoke sideways, bending trees and nerves alike. Thunder tears the air, lightning bleaches rooftops white, then leaves darkness heavier. Adults pull children into shelter, bracing doors with timber, hiding fire from wind. The city-state curls inward, small and fragile, beneath a jaw opening wide. Water rises, and waves hammer the levee, harder, faster, each strike a warning. A man wedges stone with trembling hands, mud sliding underfoot, grip slipping, breath tight. The leader stands soaked, leaning into wind as if leaning into destiny itself. A small seep appears quiet at first, then refuses to stop. Refusing to be denied, water threads through rock, carving a hidden path toward ruin, right before their eyes. The crack widens, and the dam shudders, stone grinding on stone like broken teeth. He signals retreat through rain and noise, arms cutting the air with urgent precision. But the breach opens wider, and the river becomes a wall with no memory. Water surges through, swallowing walkways, tearing order into chaos in a single breath. No blade is needed. Nature erases lifetimes of work in moments. Floodwater sweeps the fields, and barley collapses in green waves, flattened without mercy. It slips into homes and drags timber and barrels, anything once called stable. Herds are driven higher, ropes pull tight, hooves churn mud into a thick storm. People run for shelter, clutching bundles to their chests, eyes wide, mouths silent. Against the dark rolling current, every effort becomes a whisper inside a roar. And then the storm passes, leaving silence sharp, almost louder than thunder. Clouds split, and sunlight falls onto cold mud and the broken lines of roads. The leader appears, hollowed blue sash, heavy with water, shoulders carrying loss. A single tear drops, like the last salt of old certainty leaving the body. People hold each other and cry because they found the limit and lived. Yet limits aren't endings. not for those who refuse to abandon what they chose. He stands and summons them with a look, steady, quiet, commanding, without sound. Posts rise again, ropes tighten, hands rebuild what can be rebuilt, one joint at a time. They count remaining grain and salvage tools from mud, separating future from ruin. Birds cross the clearing sky, and life offers one more chance. Three large rafts emerge on the river, cutting through calm after ruin like arrival itself. Not a miracle, people finding people, choosing to come, choosing to carry hope. Food passes hand to hand, steady and quiet, more powerful than any speech. New seeds pour into open palms, like light reaching the bottom of a well. The leader bows in thanks, then lifts his head. Tomorrow returns to his eyes. They plant again, and the first shoots claim the mud as home, stubborn and alive. They redraw the fields and guide water back into careful channels, humble and precise. The forge burns red once more, and bronze rings with purpose, not pride. The city-state learns nature is both mother and trial, always, both, forever. To live on this chosen land, they endure beside its cruelty without despair.